A rustic wood and iron plow built in Kentucky over 200 years ago.
So this is a wooden moldboard walking plow. It has a wooden beam that's been hand carved out. Below that beam is a carved wooden moldboard. Bolted to the front of that moldboard is a wrought iron plowshare. The wooden moldboard is there because at the time this plow was made, they still hadn't invented the cast iron or even later the steel plowshare. What's pulling the plow? That's going to be done by either several pairs of yoked oxen or some horses. That iron plowshare is really important, right? Because it allows you to cut the soil. We got this plow, it was donated to us by Waveland. So they got it in the 1960s from the University of Kentucky. The University of Kentucky had got it in 1908 from a guy named Albert Land. Albert Land's grandfather, Henry Land, is who was supposed to have used this plow. And the date that was assigned to it was 1795. So when I start looking at this plow, it definitely has all the characteristics of a wooden moldboard plow from the late 18th, early 19th century. So it could have been 1795. Nothing about it says that it's not. Then I started looking up Henry Land, and Henry Land was not born until 1784. I don't think he was having a plow made when he was 11. Then I start looking into his history and find out he was a farmer who owned a farm down on the Kentucky River in Jessamine County. Fought in the War of 1812. Now they know, the history said that it was made by Mr. Arnold. I never was able to find Mr. Arnold. So we don't really know who made it, but we know it was made locally. You know, you don't go down to the farm implement company and buy your farm implements. Before the plow comes along, you're talking about hoe agriculture. So it's all gonna be limited by the amount of work that however many workers you have can do in a day. The Native Americans had been farming in Kentucky just that way with a stone hoe as opposed to an iron hoe for a millennia. The colonists arrive, they are wanting to export crops east and even into a world market. You have to have large fields. And to cultivate a large field, you need a plow and it needs to be pulled by animal power. What I hope these kinds of exhibits help kids to understand is that all these agricultural products come from the land, but to grow them and to grow them commercially requires a whole system of tools and the things that we use to shape the world, to kind of create the world we want it to be, have changed over time.
For more information, visit us online at history.ky.gov. From the Kentucky History Center and Museums in downtown Frankfort, I'm Doug High.